What's up, Cinephiles? Welcome back to the channel. For today's video, we'll be doing a review of Patay na si Hesus / Jesus is Dead. This is a dark comedy that screened first on Q Cinema back in 2016. It won Gender Sensitivity and Audience Choice Award. And also, it made its way again to Pista ng Pelikulang Pilipino 2017, where it won the Special Jury Prize. But before we do our review, why don't you guys show your support to the channel by hitting that like button and subscribing to us for weekly reviews of movies, TV shows, and video games. Now, Phil, tungkol saan itong pelikulang ito?
Patay na si Hesus stars Jaclyn as Iyay. At nang mamatay ang kanyang estranged na asawa na si Hesus, ay sinama niya ang kanyang 3 anak sa isang road trip from Cebu to Dumaguete para mapuntahan yung lamay ng kanyang yumaong dating asawa.
Unahan na kita, ito ang isa sa mga favorite Pinoy comedies of all time natin, di ba? Nung napanood natin noong 2017, sobrang benta to sa atin. At yun nga, similarities dun sa movie na Little Miss Sunshine, which premiered in Sundance Film Festival. So, unahan na din kita doon. So, marami namang tao naka-point out doon. Pero, alam mo yun, kasi there are some comedies na it's so absurd that it kind of leaves you in the cold, na you don't know what to make of it. Pero ito, this is just an oddball comedy na sobrang warm niya, and that perhaps is because of the Filipino culture. Even though na they're speaking Cebuano dialect here, ma-enjoy mo pa din. Though, meron akong friend na Cebuano, sabi niya sa akin na mas nakakatawa daw pag nakakaintindi ka daw ng Bisaya. And I wish nakaintindi ako ng Bisaya, no? Pero I really enjoyed watching this movie, just like what you did. I guess na-realize ko kung bakit siya naging Audience Choice Award is because it's very entertaining on a surface level. Hindi siya masyadong mahirap arukin kasi it speaks to you as a Filipino family culture. At the same time, para sa mga viewers na naghahanap ng something profound, like me, they're still deaf to the comedy. So, I really enjoyed watching this movie kasi yun nga, may mga religious satire. And the brilliant thing is, you can examine this movie at that level and find something satirical. At the same time, the movie can refute those accusations and just say that these people are just happen to be named after biblical persons. Even though I know what's the big moment that's gonna happen here, na speaking of that big moment, it really lives on my mind rent-free, like that shot. Alam mo yung tinutukoy ko. And basta along the way, you learn more about these characters. I love that each character is given their own arc. Walang mga stereotypes. And it's just collection of people that are underrepresented. And, you know, underneath the funny layer, there's some tender and heartfelt moments na makikita mo rin. So, yun.
First off, etong Patay na si Hesus, napanood ko rin siya ng 2017 na Pista ng Pelikulang Pilipino. And during those times, ay nagsisimula pa lang talaga ako to get back into watching Filipino films. Kasi nagsimula yan noong 2015, General Luna. Pagkatapos, napanood ko yung Birdshot. And then, napanood ko itong Patay na si Hesus. Yun yung mga movies na talagang tumatak sa akin at the beginning nung pagbalik ko sa panonood ng mga Filipino films. And that's why ngayon, sobra akong talagang namimilit sa mga tao na you gotta watch Filipino films. And it's because of films like this. Hindi ko ito nakalimutan mula nung napanood ko siya noon. And I'm glad na nabanggit mo na nga yung Little Miss Sunshine because it's very similar to that. But also, hindi niya naman na masyadong ginaya rin. Maybe yung concept lang ng road trip and this dysfunctional family who is trying to survive each other in a way and get closer with each other. Bawat isa sa kanila, they got their own thing going on. Si Jaclyn dito ay yung family matriarch who's trying to keep it all together. And Jaclyn, prior to watching her in this movie, napanood ko lang si Jaclyn sa mga cheesy na teleseries kasi nanalo siya sa Marosa ng Best Actress, and I was thinking na medyo typical actress lang naman si Jaclyn Ganun yung thinking ko dati, but after watching her in this performance, talagang, oh my God, wow, because her performance here is really subtle. Wala siyang big moment, but all throughout the movie, you feel her authenticity sa pag-portray ng character na to who's just trying to keep it together. And another thing na I really love about this movie is yung random humor niya. Not corny, but out of the blue minsan. For example, nasa lamay ka, pagkatapos biglang may magpo-propose. Yung mga...
O kaya nasa lamay ka tapos may mga naglalaro ng Lego. Sobrang tawa ko talaga.
Natatawa talaga ako doon because prior to that, kita mo na mga nagmamajong yung mga tao yun yung kanilang mga sinashuffle around. And then the next shot, meron ng Lego. There are so many random things na nangyari sa movie na to which doesn't really add to the plot, but it's just so perfectly timed na talagang matatawa ka na lang. And there are times na talaga na mapapanganga ka na lang na, what is happening? But you're just gonna laugh it off. It also has one of my favorite scenes that I've seen in a Filipino movie. At yung eksena na yun ay merong nakantang bata. Yung scene na yun has always stuck with me after all these years. Pinipilit ko yung mga tao, you gotta watch this movie, you gotta watch this. Tapos laging sinasabi sa akin na, hindi ba offensive yan? Bakit patay na si Jesus? Bakit yun yung title? Ano bang problema nila? Ganon. There are subtle jabs here and there in terms of religion, but it never really goes below the belt sa pag-atake. Yung humor nito is not necessarily detrimental to the church. It's just a really fun family road trip to watch.
Yeah, with regards to that movie title and yung double entrada nga na tinatawag natin, mababasa mo yung mga trolls, yung without looking much into the context. But you know, I believe that viewers out there are much more informed before making hasty decisions, diba? Anyway, nasa Netflix na to, so you can go watch this anytime, diba? Yeah. And sa comedy kasi, it needs to have a bite. Pero paminsan, you don't want it to be too offensive, na sobrang insensitive na. In here, yun nga, tamang sinabi mo na it's just the right amount. Yung mga tonal shifts ng movie, it's really hard to pull that off from something silly to something poignant. And you know, when it comes to the jokes, they can be hit or miss. I mean, natural naman yung sa comedy. Not every single time na the jokes will land. But you know, for the most part talaga, benda sa akin. And I've said, I did a rewatch. Part of it din kasi yung delivery, the deadpan delivery. The whole ensemble of this film is just so good. Yeah. Everyone is just natural. You know, they deliver their lines in a nonchalant way, sometimes in an affecting way whenever the situation calls for it. Jaclyn Jose, I believe back-to-back tong nirelease ng 2016 yung Marosa, which she won Best Actress in Cannes. I still remember that moment. So 2017, we have Patay na si Hesus. So to have these two films that are really different in nature, that will require different characters, at that moment, doon ko lang na-realize na, wow, Jaclyn Jose is a national treasure when it comes to Philippine cinema, because she has such a wide range. Alam mo yun, I'm not sure if aware ka, pero sa kanya nagsimula yung tinatawag nating mata-mata school of acting. Yung you won't reveal much of your emotions, hindi ka magpapakita ng ugat, yung parang sa mata mo lang nangungusap na. Siyempre, eventually, makakarating sila sa lamay, and she's going to approach the casket of her husband. I think that's a powerful scene, and then something comedic happens. So, I think yun nga, nagbabalance nga yung something poignant and something comical elements nung movie. And then as for the other cast, Fonacier as Jude, what an honest portrayal. Ito na nga, kaya nga nanalo to ng Gender Sensitivity Award kasi walang stereotypes. The movie does not make fun of her being a trans man, and I love that yung arc niya mismo is she wants to be a parent. You can look at Jaclyn's character, Iyay, as someone who's a non-traditional parent. Like, she acts both as a mother and a father, so merong guilt din para sa part niya if she's living up to the task of being both. Then kay Chai naman, she wants to be a parent here. And then we have Melde Montañez here as the youngest brother. I guess he's the most naive one of the bunch, so it's nice na kung sino pa yung pinakamatangkad. That one has an adorable dynamic with his family. And then I have to mention Vincent Viado playing Bert. The movie makes a point that even though you have a Down syndrome, it won't be a hindrance to be an actor, and I think he did a good job here. Honestly, everyone in the cast, but Miles Kanapi, I mean, as Sister Linda, that character will forever remain etched in my memory, rent-free. Like, that is one of the most wild characters here kasi sobrang dami ng unforgettable moments dito sa movie na to So I would definitely count that in my top moments of all time. So yeah,
si Miles Kanapi dito, I'm glad na banggit cute mo siya. She made such an impact dito sa movie na to, and yung screen time niya isn't really that long. She's not in the movie that much. I agree, Vincent Viado, I have to give props to him. Talagang na-amaze ako that a person with Down syndrome shows that he can act with the best of them. He was starring here alongside the Jaclyn and he really held his own. Gusto ko rin dito banggitin yung aso, Kevin, who is so cute.
Okay,
You're so cute. Si Judas, another slight na pagpapatawa sa pagniname doon. Gusto ko sana dito makahanap as a gamer. I just really want that ultra widescreen TV. Nasaan mo yung ultra widescreen TV?
Correction, it's ultra wild.
Ultra wild screen TV. Yeah. Back to the movie. It has such lovable characters. I loved every single one of them. No matter how naive they are, or no matter how heartbroken they are, or no matter how clueless they are. Talagang for the duration of the movie is I grew some sort of an attachment to each and every one of them. Although sinaya mo na yung ibang jokes dito, hit or miss. I don't know kung corny ako, but I was laughing at almost every single one of them. I don't know, maybe ganito yung mga types ng comedy para sa akin, or dahil ito yung first na gantong klaseng dark comedy Filipino film ko. Jaclyn Jose is amazing. The entire cast is lovable. The comedy is top-notch. Etong Cebuano humor na to, I want more of this. I don't know exactly kung kailan ulit ako makapanood ng gantong klaseng Filipino film. This movie will always stick with me. And obviously, ang rating ko dito is a 5 out of 5 stars.
So sa akin naman, medyo kinapos lang when it comes to the technical aspects. So particularly, I want it to be more creative on the sound design. Tapos yung editing siguro, I find it a bit haphazard. But you know, you can easily overlook those aspects because the heart of the storyline is very simple. But this one proves that you don't have to have a complex story. Sometimes you need to have quirky and really personable characters that you will go in for the ride. And at the end of it, gusto ko na nga rin sumama sa kanila. So I guess that is a testament kung kano ka-fun tong movie na to. It's very spontaneous, it's irreverent, it's silly, it can be nonsense but full of depth at the same time. So I'm gonna give this movie a 4.5 out of 5.
And that's it for our review of Patay na si Hesus. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel.
Also, let us know what you think in the comment sections down below. Thank you so much guys for watching. Until then, see you on the next one.
Bye-bye!